It is hot in here. I know, I gotta stop with the sick jokes. But I'm not laughing. Welcome, I'm Blair. My suicide story. Huge trigger warning. But I don't think this will trigger anybody. Let's jump right into the story, because suicide, let's just say the main word. Say it, vocalize it. Suicide is very complex. It's not so one-sided. Unless you feel it, have ever felt it, you may not know how many multifaceted suicidal thinking, suicidal ideation is. You have the usual one where a person, the pain in life is unbearable. You see no way out except death. That's the simplistic way to put the usual what you see. What I'm going to tell you is a completely different parts of this that makes this one of the most complex things in being human. First, let's jump into my story. Age 17, like 19 years ago, this machine, right? I committed suicide one time. Never, ever did it again. It messed my soul up. I was in the pizza place with my mom. She was sending me back to rehab, 17 years old. I went into the bathroom. I committed suicide by heroin overdose. I did it. I said, this is it. I'm killing myself, whatever I said. One attempt. Came out of the bathroom. I could remember the pizza and stuff. And I foamed out the mouth and turned blue and died in my mom's arms. From what my friend told me, I never dared to speak to this. My mom has been through enough. My friend told me that I was pronounced dead by the time they got there. Dead in my mom's arms. My mom wouldn't let me go. I came back to life in my mom's arms. I had this outer body, surreal experience. I felt I lost my soul that day. For the next 8 or whatever years, from 17 to like 25, 26, I chased death, over 50 overdoses on heroin. I kept diaries and stuff, so it was scattered. It was just back to back, back to back, back to back. I was hooked to the death because I was trying to get my soul back. So this is where you got some serious psychology would call all this stuff mental illness. But thinking back to age 17, that's when dissociation began. But they just throw you in a rehab. They didn't have the psychology helps the most with addiction, just to put that out there. So, the last 2 overdoses in Brooklyn, New York, it was in a 24-hour period. The first overdose, I was sucked into the portal of hell. And I woke up in the ambulance screaming, ripping everything off, body on fire, just bloody mess. The 2 poor paramedics in there, they didn't know what hit them. The next day, the two same paramedics, the one they had to rip me out of the car. The one guy had to break the window and stop the car. And I was ascended into the portal of heaven. If you could see the transparency of this other realm, how heavy and intense it is. I woke up in the ambulance, sat up, calm as a cucumber. Is this thing even recording? Oh, it is. He put a lot of energy. Like it's not even recording. Sucked into the portal. I woke up calm as a cucumber. Just heard beep, beep. The 2 paramedics just looked at each other. I freaked those boys out, boy. Then walked away from heroin addiction forever. Got my soul back. God Almighty told me, now your name is Blair. I think of that reborn spiritual being self. Your parents name you. I guess that people say I shouldn't say my name or whatever. It's crazy. I'm just going to say it. born. Bam! So you change your name. All this crazy stuff happens. Now we're on to some real stuff. Amy Bluell, that started Project Semicolon, that everyone gets the semicolon tattoos that say your story isn't over. Kurt Cobain. I think that sometimes the saddest thing is, why does someone have to die before their pain or message gets heard? So I've been getting hit hard, swimming in deep, feeling what Amy Bluell must have been going through, where maybe she felt that the only way to get the message was to do this. There's some real heavy stuff I'm talking about here, as I feel I'm a person that could understand the feeling when you're in such a cruel world. Sometimes you gotta take a drastic measure or whatever, and it's messed up. People's lives are being saved. They're getting tattoos. They're not killing themselves. She sacrificed herself. I want people to know an angel sacrificed themselves. And it's so horrifying that that's what it takes for a message or someone's pain to get heard in this cruel world. I saw it happen to a musician. His music didn't get heard. No one cared till after he killed himself. So I plan on converting to every religion and killing myself on my 55th birthday by skydiving into an active volcano on live broadcast, sending myself into hell to defeat Lucifer and set free all the lost souls of hell for redemption in heaven, or it'll impact the planet. I hope I fly into the volcano and there's a huge rumble on planet Earth. Is this what we gotta do to get a message across? So, what is it? April 7th, 2036, I think it is. If I have the number. You know what? People could say this is my mental illness, schizophrenia, or whatever, and maybe it is. Some people believe in heaven and hell, and angels and demons, and I definitely believe. So, this is my suicide story. I still have a feeling that in this dangerous, cruel world, I would rather kill myself than have another human being, one of my own kind, end my life. That's my choice. And that is sick, that we live in such a cruel world as that. We can't even choose how we live or die. So this has been Real Talk right now. Over and out.